We are closing out Women's History Month today by focusing on women's mental health, and licensed professional counselor Crystal Jackson from Simply Being Wellness Counseling joins us now. I can't think of a more perfect way to wrap up this month than with this conversation. There's a statistic that you shared that I really want to mention right off the top, that 1 in 5 women have experienced depression or some mental health disorder. I have to imagine that might be one of the reasons why they would reach out to a therapist or reach out for help.
Absolutely, yes. And actually, women are twice as likely to experience depression or anxiety in comparison to men. And so a lot of times they will show symptoms very differently than men do. And so it may be difficult for them to understand if they're actually experiencing something related to one of these mental health disorders because of how it's showing up.
And in addition to reaching out, obviously, because they believe that they're experiencing some of these disorders, what are some other common reasons why they might seek therapy?
Yeah, so women usually reach out to me because they're either experiencing like imposter syndrome or self-esteem issues, relationship or partnership distress. Sometimes with being a caregiver, there's a lot of responsibility on their shoulders. They're not sure which balls, to try to keep in the air.
Yeah.
And so those are a lot of reasons that they're feeling overwhelmed or even having some other type of distress in their life.
And what are some risk factors that folks should look out for?
Yeah, so women have unique challenges that would contribute to their likelihood of having more mental health conditions. And so they are more likely to be victims of violence, to experience some type of trauma. Also, there are hormonal changes that women have, whether there are, birthing or not, that also contribute to what type of mental health conditions they may experience.
And people are aware of risk factors, but there's something else called protective factors. What are those?
Yeah, so being aware of signs and symptoms, if you know how to recognize what's going on, be able to put words to it, to know when to seek out for help, having good, healthy habits already, we're exercising, getting good sleep, and using your support systems. Those things can help people to have really more resilience and ability to bounce back and deal with different conditions.
I have to imagine, too, and I think we've talked about this before, that sometimes identifying what is wrong can be very challenging.
That's absolutely correct. I think sometimes women, they are some of the most resilient people that I know.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just tired.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And just taking things on, and a lot of times being more concerned about the welfare of others and not necessarily of themselves. And so it can be more difficult, but sometimes your network, your community, they can call it out. They can see it and they can say, what's going on with you? I noticed you've been tired lately, or how you're talking, it just sounds really differently. And sometimes those can be very good ways of us to identify with ourselves if we don't have that insight.
And how wonderful to have that kind of support system, whether it's family, friends who can acknowledge, hey, something's going on, we love you, we want you to take care of yourself. And how do people take care of themselves? What are ways that we can improve our mental health?
Yeah, you can get screened. There are assessment tools that can help. You can go to your physician, or you can go to your therapist, and there are assessment tools that can help you to see if maybe the symptoms that you're feeling are actually qualifying for a mental health condition. Also, those healthy habits I was talking about, revisit your self-care plan, understand what helps you to feel well. If being a caregiver is a part of this, involve the family. Let your support system know how they could help you to feel and be well as well.
And I think, too, at the end of the day, when we shared that statistic earlier, it's also a reminder that you are not alone. So many people experience this.
Yes, yes. And I think I think we're doing better with talking about it, but there are a lot of times where there is shame associated with, not presenting yourself as well as you would hope to be. And so I just want people to realize that the more you keep it to yourself, the less likely that you'll be able to get support, and the less likely you'll be able to start to feel better. And so speak it out loud, let people know where you are. That gives you an opportunity to hopefully be in a different position.
And if people would like to learn more about you and the services that you provide, where can they find you?
Yeah, they can go on our website at simplybeingcounseling.com. I hang out on social media too, but that's where you'll find more information about myself and about the practice.
Thank you so much for being here and for your insight. We always appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you.